Let me turn my sound on. There you go. I did that on purpose because this how appropriate. This is so me, not having the sound on. So I went ahead and just did that. And so, as usual, be sure to put your country, city, state, all that kind of stuff. Be sure if you're not a member, be sure to become a member so that way you can join us in the private afterward. We're going to have a chat afterward, talk about this. This is something, and we are 𝐤𝐚𝐬𝐿.net. Let me go through all my fun stuff. And there it is, 𝐤𝐚𝐬𝐿.net. Today we are talking about, but before I get to talking about, let me bring up Jolyn. Hey, Jolyn, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you.
We're
arguing with sound.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for joining today. Any super mega ultimate righteous fans, which are the highest member you can get in the tinkering group, can come in and join us. I see Roxanne is out there. She is one. Richard is one. He's out there. Good to see you, Richard. And Andy joining us from Hermitage, Tennessee. Good to see all of the members out there. Remember, folks, we are talking about sound. So I'm going to try and mess up my sound throughout no, I'm not. I'm just kidding. So what am I talking about sound? I'm talking about anything and everything. So I'm going to put them up on screen. So computer, any device sounds that you have, or an external speaker, big boom box, anything like that. Or maybe you use the A or the G. And if you don't know what those are, somebody can put them in the comments because we don't like to set everybody's devices off. But do you use that for sound? Because they've made some really nice speakers with that kind of stuff and now are active with your smart speakers, I guess is what they are. Or television. Do you have like the boom, having the bass sitting on the floor and all that kind of stuff, and then the bar, the sound bar? Do you have that? How important is sound to you? How important is sound for you in all of these things? Do you have all that extra stuff, or you just kind of go with whatever the device has? So that's really kind of the topic. It's not going to be a long topic, but I'm real curious to hear what you say. I'm going to touch real quick, and then Jolyn, I'll let you say something, then we'll throw some comments up if they come in. But I know with my mom, I had to get a sound bar for her because she uses headset like I'm wearing right here. It's a wireless headset, and she uses that with her TV, and then she'll have guests over. And she needed a sound bar for that in order for that TV to work. It was an older TV, so it needed something to do that. So the sound bar, I could have a headset plugged in and have the sound go out to the TV. So it did dual functionality there. So that's the reason that I set that up for her in that way. And she loves it. They love it. I mean, it's just fantastic for them because she can listen to her show while somebody's reading, or vice versa. They can listen and she can turn the headset part off or not wear them and just read while they're listening to the headset, or whatever, vice versa, and all that kind of stuff. So
it's good stuff.
Yeah, I know. So go ahead. Anything you want to add?
I've never bothered with the sound bar or any extra. I mean, I've had a couple of Bluetooth headsets, but mostly for going out and being at a party and being the DJ for it, that kind of thing.
Good point. Yep.
As far as television, I have a Vizio Smart TV, so I've got that remote. I've got a Roku, so I've got that remote. And I have a Chromecast, thank you very much, sir. And I have that remote. And I primarily use the volume on the Chromecast remote because it's just two little buttons on the side. I don't have to fumble and find the volume and there isn't one on the Roku. So I don't do that. I do a little bit with the G. I have a Nest hub in my bedroom and one downstairs. And so I might throw a little music on in the background if I'm doing something. But the only other issue I have is sometimes how the speakers work on the computer. I don't have external speakers anymore, except for, I do. I take that back. Downstairs on my my desktop, I actually, one it has external speakers and the other one has built-in speakers. But I don't find the need. I don't find the need for it personally.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I'm real curious. I was real curious because I'd like to hear, what some folks have out there. So let's go out real quick. I see Roz from Australia. Good to see you in. And then we got all the foreigners showing up. There's Mike from Canada. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. And yes, thank you, John, for putting that out there. You got A and G, that is right there. She put it in there as a comment. He says, I use a Soundcore wired earbuds on my laptop, a Rode mic at all times, wireless earbuds from my phone and other devices. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Nice.
Exactly. And then Roxanne says she has G speakers. Yep. All I need are earbuds and headset. There you go. And G earbuds too as well. So yes, good to know.
The fact that the technology for sound, both speaker wise and the earbuds and the hearing aids and the Bluetooth, the fact that you can connect the hearing aid to Bluetooth.
Good point.
And therefore use your phone, use the television. So the technology continues to improve, as was up with everything else. So that, that's amazing. It's amazing.
Some people just love the sound. They love the surround sound. They love that boom of the TV. They have like the big bass speaker on the back behind their couch. And then they got the bar up front with two other little speakers. And then they had the quad speakers up on the ceiling and stuff. Some people were all about that. And I was real curious. You know, I think that's cool. I think it's great for the experience, but I definitely don't have that. It's not, to me, it's not a necessity or anything like that.
Exactly.
You know, but it is kind of cool to have, but I'm not one that's going to spend the money on the sound, but I do kind of like what you were saying. I do have like earbuds, or I think it was Richard that said too, I do have the earbuds and stuff for listening, like when I'm doing my elliptical stuff like that. So I'll do that. Yeah.
Excellent. Yes.
So sound to me is not as important, but I wanted to hear some other people's what they said about the sound. So yes, go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
I love the bone conductive headsets that I got through Headset Advisor. Right. They're really, really good. And I'm sorry about the camera, but I'm having some technicalities.
No worries.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, but
all right. Go ahead.
What was he saying? I was just going to say that the bone conductive headset is amazing because I cannot wear earbuds, and I have used them for probably close to 10 years now, maybe 8 years, I guess. Since then, the early ones, it was rough because they didn't always work. This last pair that I have, the Open Shocks, it's just amazing, and it has a mic on it, so I can use that. I also, as far as a mic, my internal mic on my laptop has disappeared. New laptop, still working on figuring out where it went. But I have a lovely blue icicle, so that's what I'm on this today. And to be able to record songs and hear them properly, I think is one of my most important things. So.
Then that makes sense. That makes sense. Being a musician as you are, I totally get that. All right. Richard says also have a Chromecast, Nest Hub, Echo Show 5 adapter. So I can use wired earbuds in the charging port. Yep. Makes sense on that one. Yep. At one time I was a real audiophile, but then Janice came along and I went deaf. Yeah. Now I understand. I use a shock bone conducting headset. There you go. I use a speaker audio mic. Nice. There you go. My daily driver desktop has a pair of external speakers. There you go. Hey, welcome, Bob. Good to see him. Another Smurf member. There we go. We have a small speaker set on the main TV for the show. My Surface is displaying the sound and a picture on a large TV screen. Yeah, that's super cool. Well, that's awesome. I love that kind of stuff. So that's cool. Got to have good sound for music. She didn't say good music, just for music, she said. So. I consume media, YouTube, NASCAR videos, mostly on an iPad Pro. Interesting. Okay. So
they have, and those do have decent sound of the speakers. The iPad does.
Yeah, but if you're going for that boom and that extra and all that kind of stuff, I mean,
where I hear that is in my car. I have a 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe, has the best speakers.
Oh, nice.
The whole car. When a really good boom bass goes on, it shakes the whole car. I love it.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Living Room TV has full receiver, surround speakers for YouTube and gaming because I had it for all. Yeah. all
A
for
long time.
years. There you go. Yeah, exactly. No, that's cool. That's awesome. Excellent day. Yeah. No, so what we're talking about, folks, anybody that's joining late or anything, we're talking about sounds from your computer, devices, television, etc., and how important is this sound for you? Because a lot of times, I know a lot of people, me included, there's a lot of times where my TV consumption is mostly YouTube. So a lot of times I'll be on my computer and I want to have a good headset to listen to that as I'm using it or doing that kind of thing too. And to not disturb everybody else in the house, a lot of times I'll watch my TV and I'll put my Pixel earbuds in, and it's just fantastic. I get great sound. It's right there. It's in my ear. So that works really well
And you're
too.
not bothering anybody else.
Right. That's the key.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes. Yep. And then let's see, I use A units. I think you can say Amazon, never mind, around the house to listen to local AM radio news and Sirius XM. Yeah, all that's cool stuff. Excellent. Yes. And I know that's important to some people, like kind of like what Mike said, watching a race. It's awesome to have that booming sound from the cars and all that kind of stuff in a surround sound type environment, as well as watching one of those really awesome movies that's out where it has a lot of the bass sounds and sounds on the outside. So yeah,
and to hear it in stereo, where you got like
and to hear it,
and a Doppler effect going by, and yeah, definitely.
For sure, yes. So one last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in why I use Voicemeeter for my computer. This is still on sound, but totally different on what and why I do this particular thing. So I'm going to share my screen. This is what Voicemeeter looks like active, like you can see it right now. This is my mic right here that I'm adjusting and doing whatever. That's my mic. But you can see this one's labeled Windows and this one's labeled Zoom. So I can separate all those. And then over here is a cable A out. And I use this for media player, specifically for media player. That's one thing that's pretty cool is you can set up specific software for specific things. So I can listen, even though it's an input, it's like a false input that you put in. You can use it as one of these as an out. And I know this is very confusing and all that kind of stuff, but this is kind of my promotion for what we might be doing in the near future, right, Jolyn? Because you said you wanted to have
I did request it.
Yeah, a workshop on using Voicemeeter. But there are reasons why to use Voicemeeter and why I use Voicemeeter anyway. There are definitely some reasons for that. I particularly like to be able to have where I'll just use the game show as an example. I want to be able to turn the volume completely off of anyone that's in here and just have the computer sounds going out when I'm doing an intro to a video or something, and then bring our sounds back in and turn that sound off. And then let's say if I think I was talking to you about this a little bit ago, Jolyn, too. If I'm sitting here in a group, let's say I'm in a meeting or whatever, and they shared a video with me and I want to go watch that video, but I don't want everybody in the whole thing to hear it. I can adjust that sound and turn y'all's sound down. You guys can continue talking, turn y'all's sound down and turn the video sound up. I can do all of this stuff, and being able to manipulate the sounds of what's going on and all the different things. This is why it's important for me. Now, I'm geeked out. I have 5 monitors. I have software to do all this for me. Some people do this in a hardware version. They have the mic going in and all that kind of stuff, and they have hardware doing a lot of that
like
stuff.
A mixer?
Yeah, like a mixer. Exactly.
So Voicemeeter is a virtual mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it really
that kind of makes sense in the. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
I know it's very confusing. I know Mike, who's in the audience out there, it was so confusing for him, and I get that. It was very confusing for me for a very, very long time. So I'm going to try and have a workshop on that, explain that, show why I use it and what it is for our Smurf members. If you're a Smurf member, which is the highest level of the membership, maybe you can come join us. It'll probably be the first or third, one of the first or
that
third
would be nice.
Saturdays.
Yes,
one of the first or third Saturdays of the month. Next month, I'll be gone for a whole week. probably 10 days actually. So I won't be
Until the end of
around much for
October.
that, but I'll probably do it before that. I'd like to get one in. Yeah, I might even get one in this weekend. I don't know. I might just do it this
Well,
weekend.
see, I won't be. I'll be.
Oh, this one you wouldn't be able to. Okay, never mind. It'd be the one after that then.
Okay.
Possibly. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, you use Voicemeeter because you like to be frustrated. Yeah, well, anybody that ever listens to any of my sounds knows that I don't always hit it right anyway. So yeah, there you go. A bona fide Smurf. That's right.
Yes.
And you know what? I don't necessarily have to do it on the weekend either. I could do it during the week. So
okay, that works.
yeah. So anyway, that's the idea. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We've been in here about 15, 16 minutes or so. I think it covers the topic. Remember, if you're rewatching this or you're watching this back, the topic today was sounds on all these devices and how important it is for your sound. What devices do you use for your sound on your computer? What sounds do you, what do you use when you're on your mobile? Do you have like specific things that you use? Or if you're using like devices around the house, or you're trying to watch music, or you're trying to watch music, trying to watch a movie and listen to it and all this big surround sound, all that kind of stuff. So be sure to put your input there on exactly how important is it to you and how you're using it. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things. Jalen, thank you for coming in. Any members that are watching and would like to come join live and just be part of the discussion in here, feel free to do that. And I hope you guys become a member soon, because we would love to have you join our group. We always have a lot of fun chatting, talking, and all that kind of stuff. But thank you, everybody, for joining. Jalen, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye, all. Have a good one, and we'll see you. Boom. Thank you, Roz, as well, being a member as well.